Hey everybody, what's up? Okay, so I have been really trying to get this video out there and done. And I know a few people have been asking me, how do you publish your books? What do I do? Where do I start? Okay, so let me go ahead and introduce you to my self-publishing workshop, you guys. My name is Erica Ruiz, and I am an author and a publisher, along with many other titles, you guys. But today I will be your favorite famous author, you guys, and publisher. So let's get started. Number one. Let me go ahead and welcome you to your self-publishing workshop where you make your story come to life. I always like to congratulate a person in wanting to publish their own book and story. Why? Because many stories have personal meanings and others are created in the mind. I like to see a book publishing as a self-expression and a voicing for others. But not just for others, but also most importantly for yourself. It's a form of spreading a message that you want your audience to know about. I like to let people know to start thinking about the title of the book and start asking themselves, what is it that you want your front cover to look like? And start visualizing, start playing with it. You could even start sketching it out. What colors does it have? What is the size of your book? That's another one to think about, guys. Designing it before sending it to a designer is a plus also. Where do you want your name of the author to go in? If you have an illustrator, where do you want the illustrator's name to go in? I always tell people that the hardest part about writing a book is really making the time to write it. Making an hour a day, once a week, twice a week, maybe 3 hours a week, you guys, just depending on your schedule, is probably going to be the hardest part about writing your book, which is creating your manuscript. You can choose to use it on an MS Word document or a Docs file. Probably Docs file is a lot easier nowadays. If you're creating a children's book, I suggest that you start with the title and then number each page. Each page needs to be numbered, you guys, because Amazon will not approve it if it does not have pages on the bottom or on the top. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you an example of a children's book, a manuscript. This is what helps them keep in a simple and clear manuscript when delivered to the illustrator or the editor. I like to put the title of it, which this one is called The Power of Griffith Park Pony Rides, you guys. This is a work in progress one that I'm doing right now. And then I like to number them. Each number is a representation of each page. So my first page is going to say, when I was just 5 years old, I remember going to the Griffith Park Pony Rides quite often. Page 2. My father was a park ranger at the park. I remember feeling it was my favorite place to be. So this is just an example of a children's book, you guys. I'm probably not going to be able to finish all of this in one video, you guys, but stay tuned for the part 2, okay? Creating my story. What are the 7 steps to writing a short story, you guys? Write a short story in 7 easy steps. Identify the focus of your short story. Start writing. Write a compelling beginning. So start off with a catchy beginning, you guys. Create a powerful ending. The ending always has to be the powerful part. Read your story out loud. That's going to take time, you guys. That's going to be a process of reading it out loud to yourself, your family members. Have somebody else read it to you also so you can hear it out. Editing and revising is probably going to be another step to take your time with, you guys. Please be patient when writing your manuscript and ask for feedback always, but ask a professional. If you ask someone that has never published a book or has never I'm sorry, does not understand anything about publishing a book or writing a book, you guys, do not ask those people for their opinion. Not yet, okay? Do not get confused or get stuck with opinions that are not professionally given. So how long should a short story be? Guys, your story can be as long as you want it to be. I've met people that have been writing their books for the past 6 years, 7 years, and they have not published it yet. Some people have been working on their story for 10 years and are barely getting ready to publish it, you guys. But a short story length is between 1,000 and 10,000 words usually, and 1,500 to 7,500 words. You can always font it bigger, so feel free to play with that as well. A short story is between 3 to 30 pages long. This is what works best on a short story. We're not even talking about an autobiography, you guys, okay? This is just a short story. When working on my file, my first page, I like to have it the same as the cover. That's just my preference, but you can always choose to change it around if you like, okay? I like it to have the title, the author's name, the illustrator, any credits to be given to an editor or someone that helped you or contributed to your book, okay? A website is a plus, you guys, because that's where people are going to go look for your book to continue to buy. A YouTube channel is not necessary, but it'll be nice to have because a lot of your followers, your readers, are going to want to know more about you and when you're going to be releasing the next book.